back in the saddle again. Alright,
he was dead the whole time.
Oh, no.
This isn't Bruce Willis.
This is supposed to be a funny thing.
Oh, I ruined it for everyone. Sorry.
No, what do you call
The
it?
discussion was spoiled.
Oh, no one come at me like, what the fuck, Tyrone? You spoiled this shit.
Yeah.
It's like 2 seconds in. It says spoiler discussion /
Also, it's
review.
kind of a joke spoiler that also could have applied to this, although.
Yeah.
I guess so,
Yeah.
Anyways, I think, alright, let's stick with...
First off, I just want to say, before we saw the movie, we got to see Jesse Jackson.
Oh, yeah,
we did.
Right, yeah.
Oh, that's right. He did show up, and that was really cool.
He gave us a sermon.
He actually did. We're not. If you don't already know, we're from Chicago. We saw a screening of this at the Roosevelt Icon. If anyone's familiar with it, actually, when I was looking up the trailer for this movie, I saw someone commenting how they were at our screening. So,
oh shit!
yeah, so
there you go.
Hey, maybe if you're listening to this, you were there too.
Yeah,
yeah, he gave a fucking sermon.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
made
awesome.
us stand up and everything.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of like in a way, like kind of egoistic of him, like everyone started clapping, and he was like, "Well, stand up now." Like, wait,
He is the Reverend Jesse Jackson. He can do what he wants.
No, I kind of get what you mean, but I wouldn't necessarily agree.
I mean, I
just think
wasn't like
that's
bothered by it. I thought it was just kind of funny.
yeah, no, I
So
know.
here's our critique about Jesse Jackson.
Hey, man, we could talk about
What
it.
do you give Jesse Jackson out? 4
I
out of
give
4?
Jesse Jackson 4 out of 4.
What do you call it though? No, okay, so 3 reasons why this film is so great. Because we really, like I always say, if you have something bad about it, what's something bad? Because
Reason number 1, because I don't really have a lot bad to say about it. In fact, I can't think of anything bad that I don't like.
It's like really difficult.
But reason number 1 that this movie is so great, the build-up.
Build-ups, yeah.
It starts out with a video of the actual incident. Like the actual footage from the cell phone of Oscar getting shot, presumably killed. We don't know yet. Yeah. Unless you know about it.
The thing is with me, though, I knew what was going to happen. I mean, because I remember when it was covered, and then when I saw this coming out, I'm like, oh, okay, they're going to... But I kind of thought that would be a bigger part of the story, like the actual murder.
But I think they deal with it so well.
No, they did. No, like it's not a complaint. I just, going in, I thought that's going to be the majority of the movie. So. But then and I'm thinking, okay, they'll build up to it. It'll be some sort of suspense. And then they just showed it right away. That told me, okay, that's not what this movie's going to be about. They're just letting you know,
But there's still this, like, huge anticipation of when is this going to happen. To the point where, like, as soon as they start mentioning trains, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I know it's going to happen. I know it's coming, but I don't want it to. And especially what leads up to, like, him planning all this stuff. And
there are so many points where it's like, hey, let's take the train. No, like, there's so many points where it's like, maybe we should.
Almost.
Like, almost.
Hey, you want to still go out? No, let's go out.
The thing, too, about the shooting is it kind of happens out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I respect when a filmmaker can just be like, I don't need to surprise you with this. I'm going to let you know it's coming, and still...
Yeah.
It's still so effective.
It's what every based on a true story movie
should be done.
Should be, because it, like... another good example. It's a completely different movie, but Apollo 13. You know they're going to be safe, but Apollo 13 is all about, like, wow, what the fuck is going to happen to these guys? I knew what was going to happen, but it was still, like, near the end, like, oh my god, please, something change.
If I think of another example of a movie that does that really well, although it's also really tragic, the film about the plane that was headed to someplace during 9/11.
Oh, United 93.
United 93. I mean, you know that it's going to crash and that everyone's still going to die. But it's still so tense thinking, it might not happen. Like they just do it so well.
Yeah.
Building up this tension. And I think this one did it too. Hey. It builds up a really good amount of tension to when it finally happens. You know it's coming, yet it's still super effective.
And I like what Tyrone said when he was saying it's not, as someone like me and Tyrone who know what happens, it's not like, oh man, it's going to be such a twist when the people who don't know, no, they spell it out to you. It's like, we're not going to hide this from you. It's fucking called Fruitvale Station. It's where it happened.
Yeah, it was funny though because like I knew he died, but still after he gets shot and they take him to the hospital, part of me was still like, please save him.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I was like. That's why I like not knowing.
But like I knew he was gonna die, but part of me was like, come on, just change it or just.
Because I thought he died like instantly, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna get him to the hospital. It's like, oh god, please.
I was hoping they were. I mean, this is bad too, but I was hoping that they were gonna say he is in a coma or.
That he didn't actually.
Or ever since 2009, he's been in a coma. Or now he's paralyzed from the waist down, neck down, what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
He died, and that was like a big shock for me. It really was, because once again, had no idea what this was about.
Yeah. Nah. All right. So
that's one thing.
That's one thing you liked was
the anticipation and the build-up.
Build-up, anticipation.
How they handle the story.
Yeah. Tyrone, what are some of the things you very much liked about it? Like top reasons?
Okay, well, the thing I liked about it, again, was it wasn't about the incident at Fruitvale Station. I mean, that was part of it, but it was more just about...
the life of Oscar Grant.
Yeah, the life of Oscar. Because, like, I remember after he died, like, it was all on the news and stuff, and there were people talking about, oh, he's a criminal, look at all his awful things he's done, and then you got all these other people saying, oh, no, he's this great guy, and he's a loving father, and everything else. And it was kind of like... No, he was a guy. He was a person.
He was just a human being.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
made mistakes like any other human being.
Yeah, but he was the person. He had all these connections. He had all the people who loved him. He had all of this, and like I remember the director saying in the Q&A talking about how, how in Oakland where he's from, and it's true in Chicago too, or a lot of times in the newspaper you read about, oh, this guy got shot, or 5 people got shot last night, and you just see that as a number.
Yeah.
Like, these are all people who have lives and connections. It's not just... Yeah. I don't know, so I like that.
It's a film that's turning a statistic into a person and a story.
Yes.
See, I feel like if it was just the Fruitvale Station incident and some build up, first of all, I don't think it would be that long a movie, but maybe like a short film. But I feel like that wouldn't be. I mean, it would be impactful, but the way that they introduce you to him for so long. And
they should do it into the people that he knows.
It's such a human, relatable story of just trying to, he's done some...
Because you want everything good to happen to this guy.
Like,
he's trying to change, and you want him to succeed.
So another thing that was the fact that it was never the good and evil kind of thing. It was funny. When he got shot, I actually felt bad for the cop who shot him. Because I saw how awful he felt like after that moment. And then the other cop who kind of escalated the situation, how he was, with him the whole time, trying to, hold his hand, trying to... Yeah, I actually felt some sympathy for them, and it's kind of I feel like that was just...
Like it was just a situation gone bad for everyone.
Here's the thing about the cops in this film. They don't villainize the cops. If you already don't like authority and the cops, if you're like, fuck the police and all that, you're going to get mad at this movie, and it's probably just going to be more fuel for your fire, I feel. But they do a good job at not making the cops seem like complete monsters. Yeah, I don't think they're
not
right.
Shown from a biased, single perspective.
Yeah, exactly. They are being really rough.
Yeah,
like unnecessarily rough. But
it shows them, their actions are awful and terrible, but they're still people. And
just like Oscar, it shows that they made a really bad mistake.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now they're like, what the fuck? What are we gonna do? What have we done?
Yeah. It's not like that. It's not like bang, I shot you. Man, I'm gonna shoot some more.
I was actually worried. Like once again, not knowing anything about this, I thought they were just gonna leave him there.
Oh,
and I thought that's why it's called Fruitvale Station, because like he just stayed there and no one knew for like a couple hours, and that's why he died. So I was worried that's where it was gonna go, but no, these cops are like human. They want to get him help as soon as it happens. They're trying to get an ambulance.
And that's why I like most about that whole situation with the cops thing, because when they're first doing it, you're like, I was kind of like, these fucking cops, man, they're being really unnecessarily rough, and the hell is wrong with them? But as soon as like Oscar gets shot, the main one who's harassing Oscar that doesn't shoot him though, you can see on his face, like especially after Oscar says, "Oh, I have a daughter," like you can see on his face like, oh, he's just pale as a ghost. Like this went horribly wrong.
He's not really good actors.
He's not like a mustache twirler. Like ha ha ha, I shot another guy.
Did you guys realize who that was?
No, who was that? He looks so familiar.
He's been in a lot of those like movies. I think he was in The Rock. with no, not The Rock. He's in an action movie as like a flunky for some bad guy or a good guy. Like
he has that look.
He's one of those. Oh, he's that guy side character, but he's one of those.
Keep
guys.
talking. I'm gonna look him up.
All right. So anyways,
on it.
What do you call it though? The
Joel Oglesby.
Kevin Durant.
No, that's not him.
So anyways,
X-Men Origins.
X-Men Origins. He's in. Oh yeah, he plays the Blob. Oh my god.
That's who he is.
Holy shit.
Oh fuck.
He plays other characters.
Yeah. No, but I thought he was a good actor in this too.
Another thing I like too is Oscar. Throughout the movie, is trying to turn his life around. He's making all these plans. He's got all these things he's struggling with and struggling towards, and none of it ever gets resolved because he dies.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that the movie just, kind of didn't feel the need to wrap everything in his life up before that.
They introduce characters that don't come in ever again, and it's really tragic because that's probably just how it was with his life. That was probably the last time he talked to his sister.
Last time he talked to his sister.
Last time he talked
to that one guy who was gonna deal weed too.
Yeah.
That was just probably just a buddy of his, which was like, yeah, man. And then didn't see him again.
But what I liked about it was that, so for such a short movie, they selectively introduce characters that you think are just arbitrary, like the woman at the supermarket.
She was she supposed to be like the one who took the video?
I think so.
Yeah, she took the video. Yeah.
And you think, this is just like some woman that he's helping out, or the prison inmate in the flashback, but they both come back in a major way that you're like, wow, I did not expect that.
And oh my goodness! Now here's the thing: I want to say something that might upset a few people who are a fan of this one movie I'm going to bring up. All right, I don't know how some of you listeners may feel about Selena, the story about the singer and everything.
I don't think a lot of our listeners remember Selena.
Well,
that shit's like 95, bro. That's like a while ago.
Well, there might be some people. Anyways, all right. So I saw Selena, and I was like, it's a good movie. James Ramos. Who was it? Who plays Selena? J-Lo. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. She did a good job. I felt the movie though was incredibly overly like, yeah, good things happen, bad things never happen. Whereas this movie was like, yes, there are points to show that. Oscar is not trying to be what he was, and is trying to be something new and good, and it's not. And some might say, "Oh, you know what? He is because like they make the movie a little bit too much where he is the hero." I was like, "No, he's still not the hero because he still has problems with things."
It's real life. It is. It's just real life, and it's completely relatable and sympathetic.
Doesn't try and pump it up with like a message that's got substance like, fuck the police, or like, yo, this is what happens in America. It's just like, no, please know about this story. This is a story about really a real person. You need to know about the reality of these incidents. It's not even what the news makes it.
It's not even a movie like, this is a movie about his death. It's all about his life.
Yeah.
Up to that, the last 24 hours of it.
The thing I liked too, it was like there'd be one scene where I really liked Oscar. I'm like, okay, this is, I really like him. I'm pointed to, and one time I'm like, I do not like this guy.
That's good, bro.
And it would go back and forth, which I don't know. I
never really felt that, but he has his problems in life. But I never really felt like, oh man, this guy, I don't like this guy at all.
Yeah, it never gave me a moment where like this guy's an asshole right away.
There was a scene in the prison.
Oh yeah. You know
okay.
When he's like, "What the fuck you want, bitch? I'll fuck you up," and it's just like, yo, it's like a whole other side of it.
The scene in the prison, I didn't like him. There was like the opening scene with him and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Where it's just like he's just kind of like, yeah, I cheated on you.
Oh, that's right.
There were a few scenes.
I could see it.
But then again, at the same time, it shows like
he's really, like he says in the film, I'm tired. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of fucking up. I'm tired. Like, all I want is to fix things in my life, and, well, shit.
Yeah, man. There's a couple scenes, what is it, where he's... No, I don't know. I lost the word for it. Fuck it.
Trying to redeem himself?
No. There's a quality about some of the good moments that's special, that makes the good moment, like, not unrealistic. Like, yeah, that is a good moment.
That scene with the dog.
Oh man,
where he he sees this dog at a gas station, is not afraid of it, fucking comes to pet it and stuff like that. A couple seconds later, gets hit by a hit and run.
Yeah.
Then he just like he's with the dog at his last moments of life.
A stray dog hit by an unfortunate circumstance, and just
exactly.
It's like I mean, there's such a good level of writing to it. Oh my god!
And just like the constant theme of him like not wanting to be alone with.
That's what I was gonna.
Which is why he wants to be there with the dog.
I love that. I love that aspect. Like I think it's just for me. I personally connect with that whole thing where it's like, he hated being alone, and like. And there's a scene, there's a prison flashback scene where it deals with him and his mother. His mother comes to visit him. There's some stuff that kind of goes down during the visit, and his mom says, "You know what? I'm done with this. I'm not going to come and visit you anymore till the end of your once you're out of your sentence, come and see me. But I'm not visiting you while."
That was probably like his turning point too.
Yeah,
he's like, you know what?
I need to change.
Yeah, because like his desire just to get hugged by his mom was so heartbreaking.
Oh yeah,
where he's just
to see that,
where he's just like, get the fuck off me, guards, and they have to restrain him.
And you can have too. That was the first time his mom ever like really like took away the net, kind of like like
let him go.
When he started blaming her and started saying, "Oh, you're a bad mom," he was like, "Okay, that's it."
Yeah, like, fuck you, what kind of mom are you? And then she's like, I'm done. And then she leaves, like, no, I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry. He's like, fuck you, bitch, get the fuck out of my way. And the guards are trying to pull him back. He's like, I'm sorry, come back, just give me a hug. Just give me a hug, Mom, please. And it's just like, oh, shit. And then that ending scene.
The ending scene, like, it's rare that movies affect me on that deep level, but the scene where Octavia Spencer's just like, I want to hug him, and just that cut straight to the heart.
She's like, I want to hug him. He hated being alone. You're like, oh no.
And then like looking back at the whole thing about being alone is what makes this movie so tragic and so just incredibly sad. What happens? There are moments in the film where you can tell, like, or at least while watching them, I was like, they probably got this from interviewing the mom, and I could picture the mom being like, "Oh, Oscar he used to be so nice with animals, and he loved his daughter. He used to be so." So there are moments like that where it's like I could totally picture the interview process to get the information about this and how
for sure,
and including the stuff about him not wanting to be alone. He's constantly texting his girlfriend like, "Hey, you want to meet up for lunch?"
Yeah,
he wants to hang out with that one friend. He's like always interacting with people who aren't even part of his life, just saying hi and stuff like that. It's like really, it's really tragic.
Always saying "I love you" at the end of.
Shit, man. You know what I liked that was very great as a style piece for this director was whenever he would open his phone only
it popped up on the screen.
It popped up on the screen. It's like texting mom, and it's like, oh shit, you're seeing it actually happen. Like it's not that over the camera shot of him texting on his phone, which I think that's kind of hard to do. And it's kind of a cool what do you call it? Like a shortcut, kind of not shortcut, but like a cool trick to use, so where you don't have to do that over the shot camera. Yeah, and you can like it has its own impact. That's special.
It's kind of like
it kind of becomes a new character.
Yes,
it's kind of like what they did for Disconnect, which you and me saw
with the whole cell phone thing.
Yeah,
it was very effective. It worked. It wasn't just like this gimmick. It worked in the film.
One thing I like too, that like the whole first part of the film was just kind of building your empathy for this character. Yeah. But I never felt like Castor felt the need to kind of go over the top and achieving that. Like the scene just with him talking to his mom and like her asking, "Oh, are you using your headset?" And then he puts it underneath his hat. It's just such a simple little thing, but it kind of just immediately gets you like this guy.
Yes. I that's what got me. I was like, dude, I hadn't done that before.
I mean, him saying that, like, for such a dark movie, there are points that do make you laugh. Like,
I wouldn't even say it's a really dark movie.
Hold up, I think
it's dark subject matter.
I think it's a heavy hitting.
What are you, racist, Jim? Because we're all black.
No, damn.
Tyler Perry's Fruitvale Station.
Oh my God! No,
that's not a rage.
Brian Coopler's gonna come over and stab you.
What'd you say about my movie?
What do you call it?
But yeah, like the scenes with his friends.
When Dia goes to the hospital for good job.
Oh no! God. That's so bad.
But yeah, like the scenes with his friends on the train when they're going to.
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
That was funny. Like
it has funny moments throughout, but
despite the heavy subject.
And it's kind of funny too because it's like it's so weird because it's like you're enjoying it, but then you also like keep knowing I know what's coming.
Oh, you can't really use the tension effectively because. Yeah, there are points where I actually did.
Yo, let me get some, bro.
Which also I kind of like.
Sorry for the background noise. We're eating gumballs. Fuck you.
I think it would have been a completely different movie had they not like told you exactly what was going to happen. At the beginning, just because like the whole time, like even though I knew it was going to happen, it's still just like when they showed it to me, it's like okay, that's exactly where they're headed.
Yeah.
So, like when they're on the train at New Year's and they're playing it off the phone.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
They get the speakers. It's a genuinely happy movie.
It was funny though, like when the guy comes up and he starts pulling out his bag, I'm like,
this is where it starts.
Exactly. Yeah.
I seriously thought shit was gonna go down because the way that guy looked, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna like, what's up?" And
he
like,
just comes in.
What are you doing? What you up to? And then he's like, "I got speakers." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
They have like their own dance party.
I love that scene though, where there's two chicks on the train. You know, we're both gay, and he's like, "Yeah, we are too." And he's like, "Hey, brother, when are we gay?" He's like, "Yeah, those guys are gay as fuck." And then I was to Adrian, "Yo, just like you, bitch."
Oh shit, yo, the opinions and views on gays that Jeremiah shares are not relevant to the rest of the
gay people and think Jake
just so you know.
Hilarious.
No, dude,
you just use gay as an insult, sir.
No, Jeff, you're racist. That's my defense.
I love it. That's your defense against homophobia.
Lil Wayne says the N-word all the time.
Just leave Paula Deen alone. No.
He's totally kidding.
Seriously, side note. The opinions and views of the Four Eyes Filmcast does not reflect any homophobic material that is presented thus far.
Everything's
Adrian
done
just like
specific. Shut the fuck up. Everything's done for a comedic purpose, and you should know that by now. That we're not trying to hold back anything. If we offend someone, guess what? We offend ourselves too.
Yeah.
We offend everyone all around. We're not like just targeting
Tyrone.
All races and sexual orientations are equal except for Asians.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
Oh my god.
That is the worst thing I've ever said, probably.
Now we're not going to get Chinese food ever again.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
It's a Fruitvale Station.
It's a good movie. Go see it, for sure.
Absolutely. And I hate those people who are kind of like, oh man, the Oscars just finished. Oscars for 2014. It's like, you could just put it's January, or it's like April, but because that's when never mind.
Right.
But yeah, like I know this is only July, but fucking this movie is amazing. And it does deserve multiple Oscar nominations for performances. All three.
Please go see it.
Cinematography, editing.
Writing,
I
directing, Best Picture.
We love this movie. If it's not already apparent, if I could bring up one more thing that made this film like, okay, this is perfect. The last 5 seconds of the film. The last shot of the film was so powerful and impactful to me that I was like, okay, this is exactly how it should have ended. Yeah. I can't see it ending a different way. I mean, I kind of can, but I like that it ended this way a lot.
And the use of silence at the end, like it didn't just because again it ends. Oh, the last part of it is like this is what happened to this person, this is what happened to this, but it didn't just jump right into that. There was like 10 seconds of just silence. Yeah. And I always kind of like when a film gives you silence to actually think about what just happened.
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't feel the need to constantly present you with new information. You can just be like, just
oh my god,
reflect for a few seconds on what you just saw.
So good.
Incredible.
Once again, for our 4 eyes out of 4.
Yes.
Yep.
From all
around. 16.
Please let us know what you thought about this film. Subscribe, all that shit. Keep listening.
Like it and
please
do other YouTube-y things.
Four Eyes Filmcast does support.
Make us fan art of Jeremiah sucking a bunch of dicks.
Oh my god, you're an asshole!
I will give you money if you do that. It's a contest.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh no, technical difficulties. Jeff has one more thing to say.
I was just going to say, don't press the button, Jeremiah. I want to have one last thing to say.
God damn it, what were you going to say?
What the fuck?
This comes out the same weekend Grown Ups 2 comes out.
Don't go see that.
If you were at the theaters and you think Fruitvale Station or Grown Ups 2 and you pick Grown Ups 2, just unsubscribe.
Pick Pacific Rim.
Well, part of me is like, I don't know if this is for everyone in every group
okay, that's
session.
true, but...
But I feel like that's why I said it. I think it's an important movie. I feel like it should be. I think everyone should.
No, I think everyone should see it. No, not see Pacific Rim, but I'm just saying it's.
Yeah, see Pacific Rim.
But if you're out for like, whoa, we're gonna have fun tonight. I don't know if you should.
Everyone's just like, guys, I don't know what to do in my life anymore.
Just let's not take the train back home.
Oh my god, no,